All right, everyone. So it would appear that one of the most exciting releases of 2025 has finally given us another crumb of content, as well as a release date. Doom: The Dark Ages finally has a release date. It is coming to us May the 15th this year. So I hope that you're all as excited as I am. I actually stuttered there. I'm leaving that in. Fuck you. You can't stop me. Leave a like. Let's get to this. Let's watch. Already I'm seeing something I like. I love the ability to just stand my ground and block attacks. It's always awesome. It's always awesome, especially from things that are bigger than me. Oh, it reflects projectiles. That's really cool. Oh! This is the Smith from Eternal, right? From the DLC. Gives you the hammer. Let me see that again. That is a one. Oh, it's the flail. No, it's not. No, it's not. I was wrong. I was wrong. There's melee weapons. There's multiple different melee weapons. Let's see that again. Very cool. Okay, so this seems to be like the generic melee attack, right? With the flail, because he still has the shotgun equipped. That might be the super shotgun. I don't know. And this is a fist thing. Dragon looks so cool. We're gonna have mounted combat. Okay. They promised it in Wrath of the Lich King 2, and we didn't get it then, but we might get it now. Okay. Are we gonna... Wait, why am I so excited? I think we've seen this before, right?
Online.
Yeah, we have seen this before. Oh, yes! Oh, that looks so excited. Oh, man. I am excited. But remember, fellas, never pre-order. You know what you get from pre-ordering? You get a big fat dick in your mouth. That's what you get. However, Bethesda did put out an 11.5-minute long developer direct video so that we can see some of their commentary on the game, some of their opinions, some of their beliefs about the game, some of what they think we are going to be experiencing with the game, right? And as well their philosophy. So, let's see what they have to say.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home
Hello, Marty
of id
Stratton.
Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game.
Okay. We're a minute in, and you're just yapping. That's my job. Your job is to show us shit. I don't care that you say it's an honor. Show me that you believe that shit in the rest of the video. So let's get to it, yeah? Let's get to it.
Carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
It's always the most ambitious game, okay? They're never gonna say, we decided to cut back on this game. It's not super ambitious, it's just a tiny little thing that we made for fun. I think you're gonna love it. Check it out. They never say that. It's always the most ambitious, and then, you know, it doesn't always pan out. So let's fucking relax with the bullshit statements that mean nothing, okay? Show
That
us.
was so stupid I mouthed the words.
This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Hell yeah.
Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and
That looks sick. A lot of these weapons look straight out of, like, the first Quake.
enemies to conquer.
Like, thematically, right? I don't mean, like, specific weapons. I mean, at least thematically. I'm not certain that any of these weapons are, like, straight from Quake, but it kind of gives that medieval sci-fi-esque vibe.
This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to
That looks really cool.
form.
Slow enemy projectiles are peak. Give us the time, like, make it so we can slow down, we can chill the fuck out. Doom Eternal, especially on the higher difficulties, was always on go, and it became tedious, right? Because you were just, like, doing the motions to kill the enemies, and then there were certain enemies that made it so you couldn't kill them with the specific weapon or use the specific trick to kill them quickly, and it became, like, dull because of it. Because you were trying to go fast, and then the game wouldn't let you. So I think it's better that they seem to have slowed it down. So I like the look of these
Then you'll be proud
projectiles.
to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form.
I like that.
So let's break it down, starting
I like that
with
a lot.
the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank.
Hell yeah.
Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics
I like that.
of Doom Eternal.
I like that a lot. Like, I understand a lot of people would like to jump around and do all that shit, but, like, for me, when it's PvE, right? For PvP, I get it. Like, you jump around, do all that stuff, like, yeah, sure, right? Give us those options in the PvP and all of that. But for PvE, for fighting the monsters, I don't want to be jumping around that much. Because especially, and this happened a lot in Doom Eternal, like, you'd be trying to jump over an enemy, you would lightly graze one, and it would stop your movement, and you would fall, and now you're dead. That's not fun, dude. That's not as fun. Like, it just increases the amount of frustration moments, which I don't like. I think it's bad when you're increasing the amount of frustration moments. So by, making it more grounded, more about you being a monstrous, indestructible tank, I like that. This is just my personal opinion, right? Like, I'm not saying my opinion is better than anybody's in this case. I like being the tank. I like being the warrior, and I like that.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again. Just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia.
I do hope that they keep bunny hopping, right? I hope that you can still, like, jump around for speed, but it's not so, like, vertical, right? Because in Doom Eternal, it was very much about, like, you needed that double jump so you could clear over enemies, so you could get above them and do all this stuff. Like, I hope we still have the bunny hopping, because that is also iconic.
Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw. block, throw, parry, deflect.
Like in Cuphead. You see how
Parry, deflect.
the red ones are the ones you can't deflect, and the green ones you can.
All
Very
from
cool.
one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Beautiful. He shot his arm off. He shot his other arm off. Wait, he was still alive. See, he's still alive. Shoots him again, still alive. Now he's on the ground to be executed. That guy was gonna keep fighting without arms. That's sick.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever saw. Will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest,
Ah, but he healed immediately. Never mind.
baddest demons we've ever created it in. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail? Or maybe an electrified gauntlet. Or even a doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
What do you mean? Didn't we already have that? Wasn't that a thing before?
You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde.
These feel like a lot less glory kills and more just like a regular finisher, right? You're just like, get out of my way. Get out of my way, right? There's not the glory to it. You're not like bopping somebody's head into their sternum or ripping a zombie in half or fucking tearing out a fucking limb and then beating somebody to death with it. You're not doing that. Which I guess makes sense, but it's not the same, right? So like it's not really an all new, it's just toned down for speed, which I get. I get it. But at the same time,
With total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
the trigger is what you use to fire all the guns, right? It's fuck, what was the word that they used? I forgot. It's contextual. But that gun looks sick.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about
That's a double-barrel plasma gun.
the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Because Doom isn't about being difficult, right? Doom is about beating the fuck out of demons.
Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Yeah! Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
This is so fucking cool. The music, the punching, the kicking. It feels meaty, you know? Even without the glory kills, right? It still feels meaty. Oh, you know what it's reminding me of? Because I was like, I'm trying to think of like why I kind of like this a lot. It's because it feels like you have permanent berserk on. Because like when you had berserk and you were fighting something and you were about to execute something, you just run up to it and just punch it and it explodes, right? And it's done. And that's kind of how this is going. It's just like you hit it with the flail or you kick it, you bash it with the shield, and you just get it out of your way. It's dead. It doesn't matter anymore. Move on to the next kill. Oh, that was cool. There's a shield charge. Why was that one cool? I'm trying to see if there's something on the screen that shows when you can shield charge. It's hard to tell. Do those flames miss? Yeah, they seem to have. Cool.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building, it's powerful, and you can beat
Well, if it's 30 stories, it's actually the size of a skyscraper.
giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists.
But here's the thing, right? How often is this going to happen for it to be in the trailer, right? Because if it's one section, I'm gonna be disappointed.
And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
And this is also cool, but is it only for one section? Is there going to be multiple sections? Is this going to be an open world type thing where you can go from one stage to the next and you use the dragon to do so? How is this going to work, right? Because I feel like if you're adding mounts, you need a reason for it. If you're putting it in the trailer, it needs to be a major selling point of the game. It can't just be there is one stage where this happens. No, you can't do that. There needs to be a reason for you to get on this thing whenever you want, if it's in the trailer. There needs to be challenges around this. There needs to be like an actual gameplay loop that includes this thing. Now, for the Atlan, I don't mind as much. That really does feel like almost like a turret section, or like something that may happen 2 or 3 times in the game for dealing with those Titan demons. But at the same time, it's like I can understand why you wouldn't want this to happen like constantly, because it kind of loses its its magic. But for this thing, it like this gameplay makes me think of Divinity 2, right? The one with the dragons, right? Where you become a dragon knight and you can turn into a dragon and you're doing all this shit, right? That's what this reminds me of. But there was a reason for you to constantly get into dragon form. It was your traveling form. It was how you dealt with these massive things. And I hope that that's the case here as well. I hope that there's a reason for you to get on this thing more than just once or twice.
Your very own fire-breathing feather. They have a full suite of abilities and a dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses.
Okay.
The spectacle is epic. The power
Oh shit, he's fighting 2 of them.
fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just...
Okay, that is a big thing he just said, right? Because now, a lot of people think of Doom, the older Dooms, as just the birth of first-person shooters. And a lot of that came from the multiplayer. And in Doom 2016, they even tried to do the multiplayer. I thought it was fun. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people thought it was just meh, right? It's like, I had fun with it, but okay. Doom 2016 kind of fumbled in the multiplayer department, according to most people. The Eternal one, they tried to do their own thing, which was like 2 demon players versus 1 Slayer player. Now they just came out and said, this is a single-player action game. Fuck shooters. This is single player first, which is very, very important.
And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience.
Yeah.
So we're excited to
The great combat is like 80% of the job, I think. No, that's not true. No, I don't think that. I don't think that. I think the great combat is like 60% gameplay. Gameplay is 60% of the single-player experience. 30% is the writing. Like, it needs to be well written. And by the way, good writing can be just as simple as you wake up, you hate demons, here's your armor, this is what's happening, go kill demons. That can be great writing, right? And then the last 10% is like little miscellaneous things that add personality to the game, right? So 60% gameplay, 30% writing, 10% miscellaneous.
share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to
Like, what the fuck? Key cards?
be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of
There's no escaping the goddamn key cards, bro.
the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
Nice.
Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose.
Oh, the stake driver has a grenade launcher. Or, not a grenade launcher, but like, can arch him. Nice.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game.
Oh, that cyber demon looks so sick, dude. With the wings and shit. Oh, so cool.
Discovering
And this one right here in the middle as well. Actually, let me check, make sure you guys can see that with the camera. Yeah, you can see it. It's right here in the center. Camera ends about here. But this looks really cool. I like the cyber demons a lot, though.
secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources.
I hope that that if they're talking about all this stuff, it gives like a little bit more of an open feel to the world, right? Because, in my opinion, fantasy shines when you can explore it.
You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Yeah, it's what I was thinking. Like, it really does feel like they're going for a open world-esque feel for this one, which I like it, so long as it's well done. Because if it's not well done, you get Assassin's Creed.
It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches.
Modern Assassin's Creed.
Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates, because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline.
Whatever happened to the other guy, huh?
You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
It really did Mick Gordon very dirty. They really did. But I really don't think that that's the devs' fault. I think that's the legal team's fault and the leadership. So it's like, I'm not going to bring it up here.
And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer
Bro, you're a fucking robot. Why are you fat?
imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes.
Good. I fucking hate it when you always just tell the story through the codex, you lazy bums. Like, if you're gonna make this rich narrative, cutscenes, bro, just show it to us. Just give me the movie. Okay, wow, that's really cool. All right, awesome. I know what's happening. Get out of the way. Let me blow shit up, right? Don't make me stop what I'm doing to look at a codex. At the same time, I swear to fucking God, if you put a cutscene in the middle of action every time I'm fighting the game,
Featuring new characters,
she looks hot.
old allies, and powerful
He doesn't. Neither does this thing.
new villains. And for returning players, characters, old allies, and powerful
Forehead pussy.
new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
Oh, he broke free. Cool. Wait, that means we're gonna be fighting the champion of hell. Sick.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every
9. Well, no. 10 of making them, yeah. Haha. It's, you can't see it. It's the fish!
game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
Ooh, that shit look good, bro. That shit look good. Oh, there's DLCs already. 2 days early access. I don't like that. Divinity Skim Pack. Okay, see, when I look at this, it makes me think, okay, there is going to be a gameplay loop with all of these, right? That's good. This statue looks sick. This looks cool. The steelbook looks nice. Yeah, this all looks really cool, right? I like this. I like what I'm seeing. I really do like what I'm seeing. Bethesda has fucked up almost everything they've done, but id Software has done their job. They've put out really, really, really good food for us. And so, on May 15th, I may be playing the game. I may be, you know? The game looks really good. I like the melee. I like the feel. I like the new look of the Slayer. I like what I'm seeing. I really like what I'm seeing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. It's not a choice. You have to. If you got this far in the video, you have to comment. You have to comment. It's the law. It's the law. The police are already on their way. The only way you can stop them is by commenting right now. Also, if you're not subscribed already, you got to do that too. Otherwise, you're going to jail. Like the video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers.